Who's your 6?
I'm going Chargers here. I got them a little higher than you do, but for the same reasons. I mean, look, you have a running game. You're not asking Herbert to do too much. And the biggest thing that Harbaugh has brought is, I think, just a belief that they can close games, and I believe that'll carry over to closing seasons. They're not going to choke it up down the stretch. I'm starting to really believe more in the Chargers. I don't know if they're a Super Bowl team, but I think they could win a playoff game. So I'm on the Chargers 6.
All right, I'm going Ravens at 6, 2-2 in their division. Steelers just dominated them with defense. It's AFC North, though, only running the ball 19 times. They went from 3 to 6 because they're playing real defenses, and we see how they match up. This defense worries me. And also, I mean, the flaw in the team, which is big, Justin Tucker is 6 missed field goals this season. That ties a career high. I think he missed 2 against the Steelers. That is a really big liability. Hey, make sure to call into the chat hotline, 617-790-0928. Email us at chat@nesson.com or use the hashtag NessonChat as well. That's Boston has entered the chat, available on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, Amazon, wherever else podcasts are found. All right, let's get to our 5 through 1. Who's your 5 spot?
Top 5. I'm going to go Eagles here. Look, I got that game wrong. It feels like a lifetime ago, last Thursday, against the Commanders. If you remember, I said I trust Jaden Daniels more than I do Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts is just getting it done, but Saquon Barkley's really the catalyst for everything the Eagles do. As long as they keep giving him the ball, they're going to keep climbing in my top 10. The Eagles at 5. They are a dangerous team. If Sirianni can stay out of the way and they keep riding this Saquon train as long as he's healthy, the Eagles could be in the Super Bowl.
So I have the Eagles at 5 too. Yep. I mean, the win over the Commanders, the defense dominated.
It did.
Jaden Daniels just looked lost. Every time they cut to him on the bench, he was just like dismissed, man, discouraged, couldn't know what to do. But that defense is really good. Saquon is X factor. 26-18 looks close. Eagles always in control of that game, though. And just like the layer that and the level that Saquon provides that offense, then you tack on Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith.
Yeah.
That team's good. They're getting good at the right time. They own the line of scrimmage both sides of the ball. Packers, Bengals, Commanders coming up.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be the test. Oh, excuse me. Packers, Bengals, Commanders they beat. But Rams, Ravens, Steelers within their next 4 games. Especially that Steelers game. That's the litmus test on this squad for the Eagles.
Sure.
What about 4?
I'm going Steelers.
Same.
This feels like Russell Wilson Seahawks all over again to me. Strong run game. Russ, just don't lose it. Every, I don't know, 3-4 times a game, handful of times. Make something special happen. He still has that capability. Defense is ridiculous. An all-time great coach. Seahawks have Pete Carroll. Steelers have Tomlin. I don't know if the Steelers will share the same success that Russ's Seahawks did in their prime, but it just, formulaically speaking, feels a lot like Russ's Seahawks to me. I'm going Steelers at 4.
Yeah, Russ didn't play well either, but it's a defense stepped up. You have Chris Boswell going perfect on his field goal attempt, 6 for 6. Like, to win a game, not scoring an offensive touchdown, Nick Herbig, Patrick Queen, good players. If you're watching Steelers every week, nationally not known, but really good players, like them forcing key turnovers. That's what you get. And then while George Pickens and Najee Harris do just enough to provide the offense life, Steelers at 4. What about your 3 spot?
Bills.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been saying it all year that the running game is the difference. We saw it in the game against the Chiefs. Kudos to both you and I for picking that game correctly. I mean, Bills at home, drunkards jumping through flaming tables, a run game, and Josh Allen. That's going to win you a ton of games. And if I'm the Bills, I'm doing, not that this, and we've talked about this, not that this hasn't happened before, that Mahomes has gone into their building and ripped their hearts out. But if I am the Bills, I'm doing everything in my power to get that damn #1 seed and making people come to me with those drunkards jumping through flaming tables. Because if they could do that, they could end up in the Super Bowl this year. Finally, the run game is the difference.
Again, it was that 4th and 2.
Yeah.
They're only up 2, 23-21. Just to put your offense on the field and move the chains, because if you settle for a field goal, Mahomes is going to get 7, but they go for it. And obviously they were like, well, we wish you took time off, but now you have a 9-point lead.
Yep.
And to end the game by forcing an interception, they forced 3 3-and-outs on the Chiefs offense too, stuff that doesn't happen to them. Defense stepped up. Matt Milano's back and practicing too. Yep. That is a huge piece for that defense. What about 2?
I'm going Chiefs, even though they lost.
Our top 5's identical.
Well, so let's have the convo then, because conventional wisdom, right? The Bills beat them. Why the hell do you have the Chiefs? Hello, Patrick Mahomes is why. Okay, look, this bounce back that he's about to have is going to feed families. If the Bills at home lose that game to the Chiefs and Mahomes again, it's devastating. If the Chiefs lose to the Bills in Buffalo, which is exactly what happened, okay, well, we're not going to go undefeated this year. Next man up, here we go. They're going to be just fine. The Chiefs are going to bounce back just fine. The Bills needed that win way more than the Chiefs were concerned about some damn being undefeated. I think the Chiefs are a better team than the Bills. If they play again, rematch in the playoffs, I will bet the Chiefs. Wouldn't be shocked if the Bills win, but I'll bet the Chiefs. That's why they're 2.
Look, Mahomes was held under 200 yards. Kelsey, 2 catches, 8 yards. DeAndre Hopkins, 3 for 29. Like, they're 3 best players on offense. Throwing a Kareem Hunt, what have you. But all just contained.
Yep.
Bills defense stepped up, but exactly. It's the Chiefs. It's Mahomes.
Yep.
First loss of the season.
Yep.
Came down to the final 2 drives would have been reality, but that interception sealed it.
Yep.
Still the Chiefs. One spot, we both have the Lions in.
I mean, finally, I had been going Chiefs, so it feels good now to put the Lions there. I mean, they're just beating the hell out of everyone. I don't know if it's just because I bet them, but there's just something it's just a gut feeling in my soul that I'm not going to cash this Lions Super Bowl ticket. And I can't. Every week, they make me, you would think they would put me at ease. Mm-hmm. Like every week, they are just smashing teams. And I'm still like, I don't know. Maybe it's the Lions brand. I don't know what the hell it is. But there's something in my head where I'm not quite as confident as I was in the offseason, which makes no sense because during the season, they are beating the hell out of people.
Mm-hmm. Dude, their point differential is plus 159.
Crazy.
And since Hutchinson went down, their defense is allowing just over 17 points per game. Since losing their best player.
Since losing them.
But it's what this offense does, man. And look,
do you trust it?
Yes.
Am I tripping?
They have so many levels to this team, so many ways to kill you. And again, the way they beat the Texans impressed me more than what they just did to the Jaguars, what they have done to the Titans.
Yeah, that was a big win. But
they win every which way, man.
They do.
It was absolutely like they're just dropping 50 burgers like it's nothing. And they're going to lock up home field.
They are.
And it's going to be that team on turf at home.
Who can go in there? Eagles.
Defense is good, but you have to keep up, and I don't know if anyone can do that. Right.
No one worries you in the NFC. I mean, Super Bowl's a different combo. I get that. But in the NFC.
That's exactly it. It's so AFC heavy. Vikings maybe, but Sam Darnold's going to have bad turnovers in that one.
Can't keep up. Right.
If it's ugly, they still win. And that's what I like about them. It's not all pretty. They've won ugly. They beat the Vikings 31-29. All right, that's our power rankings for Week 12.